Our top story today, Warren Buffett has been building a stake in Burlington Northern for more than 2 years, and now he's deploying his company's cash hoard, some stock, in what he himself calls an elephant-sized acquisition. So how do investors view this deal? Berkshire shareholder Frank Betz is here in studio with us. He's a partner at Carret, Zane Capital Management. You're happy. You owned Burlington, you owned Berkshire before this deal. Tell me, though, why this is good news for other shareholders.
Well, I think the terms of the deal are very sweet for both the Burlington shareholders, and the deal for the Buffett shareholders is going to be good too, because I think it's very exciting news, and I like what Mr. Buffett had to say this morning in regard to what's going on with the economy. And I think for him to make a colossal statement like this, being the biggest acquisition ever or since Gen Re, is a very positive sign for not only the market but for our economy. And I think it's a very plus win-win thing for everybody. And he's done what he always does when people least expect it, and that is acquired a lot of value for a very small price.
Now, Mr. Buffett today, in the announcement of this deal, in a statement said that this is a bet on, essentially, on the American economy, on the strength of it. But railroad volumes are in decline. They're in secular decline. What is he betting on then?
I think he's betting on the long-range future, which is what he always does. And I think he's bought a wonderful company that's in a cyclical industry that has a brilliant long-range future of success and growth. And the railroads aren't going to go away. They're providing the most efficient way to move all kinds of things from point A to point B, coast to coast, and that isn't going to slow down.
Much was made with Mr. Buffett's past very high-profile purchases in the year past, in terms of Goldman Sachs, in terms of General Electric, when he chose to get into the market when he did. What does this signal now that this is the next big deal for Warren? Well,
I think it signals that as his the Goldman deal and GE were both very, very good deals for Warren and his stockholders' long-range benefit, and so is this deal insofar as I'm concerned, and the people I know, and our clients.
Now, he used stock as part of this deal. It wasn't all cash. That's a little bit unusual for him.
It's very unusual. I don't recall the last time he did a stock purchase, but he's shepherding his assets, and gee, this is such a colossal amount of dollars going into this deal, and he's also used bank debt, which he has occasionally used selectively in the past. But as he pointed out this morning, the bank debt should be retired within 3 years, and but I think it's a great deal, because these are this company's selling probably at a 12 times earnings multiple currently, and ought to continue to do better.
And it sounds like the deal horizon is going to be stretched out a little farther here. It sounds like this is the last purchase for a while.
I don't know that that's necessarily true. If something else shows up, I think he'll be there ready to buy it. It isn't as I think he wanted to protect his cash reserve and his cash inflow. This company is probably the greatest generator of cash flow in the history of capitalism. Whether the economy's up or down, Berkshire Hathaway company has 80-some-odd subsidiaries that are going to continue to generate enormous amounts of money.
Does it make you want to own other railroads?
I do own other railroads.
What makes you feel better about those purchases, though? He's in good company. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in studio today. Frank Betz, partner at Carret, Zane Capital. Thank you for your insight.